Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by Banrock Station and San Remo. Another surprise!
Out of the blue.
You want that with fries?
Out of the blue. Come with me across the sea. Out above you, we're gonna cook for you.
Nothing but blue skies.
Out of the blue.
You want some chili with those fries?
Out of the blue.
Hi, I'm Mike Keelan and welcome to another episode of Out of the Blue. We're in Italy on the beautiful island of Elba in this seaside delightful town called Marciana. Behind me you can see the delightful fishing boats. They've come in early in the morning full of fish. Can't find my mate. He's out there somewhere. He's hustling around the place.
Marciana is located on the western side of Elba Island and is home to some spectacular scenery.
On today's show, we check out that scenery and learn about the town's rich history.
We find some fresh fish and cook up two very tasty dishes.
But first, Michael catches up with Sylvia, a local guide, to tell us all about Marciana Marina.
Sylvia, just loving Elba in total, but this area here, Marciana, is just so special. Tell us about it.
Special because every rhythm here is different. It's very quiet and you have time for yourself, time to relax, time to work, of course, but it's different. And also the nature maybe is different from the other part of the island, the other part of the world, let's say, because here you have a lot of green, so nice air, fresh air, good air for the sea, for example.
Now, Sylvia, I've noticed some very special shops as I've been walking around.
See, here in Marciana Marina you have a lot. Jewelry, painter and craft arts and so on. And also typical foods.
And a lot of restaurantes.
A lot of restaurantes, of course.
Yeah.
And we have one girl that is very special here in Marciana. One girl, of course, she is a girl. She's still a girl inside. Outside, she is 105.
What's her name?
Cesarina.
What a beautiful Cesarina.
Cesarina, like Caesar. You know?
It has to be said, Cesarina is living proof of the merits of a Mediterranean diet. Born in 1911 near Pisa, Cesarina moved to Elba Island with her family, where she was a young woman of 33. Her first impressions of the island after living in a busy city was the beauty of its tranquility and the freshness of the sea air. Cesarina would buy fresh fish from the boats and lived off the bounty of the sea. She says her favourite foods are lobster, which she has every Sunday, and a bowl of pasta with tomatoes and basil. Cesarina claims there is no big secret to living a long, healthy life, and it's quite simple. Eat light meals during the day, eat your favourite foods on Sunday, and be active. Seems like a good idea to me. After the break, we take Cesarina's advice and buy some fresh fish to cook up a simple yet very tasty recipe.
The boat's just come in and have a look at it. I need pesce di spada or swordfish for my next recipe. And there you are. You can't get it any fresher than that. That is a beautiful piece of fresh fish that we're going to grill very simply with the paste that Michael's going to make for us. Grazie tanto, grazie.
Now, I don't know where Michael's been, but I've got everything ready for a wonderful local fish dish today.
Buongiorno, Michele. You've been on about... Buongiorno, come va?
Bene, grazie.
Bravo. I got you 4 beautiful steaks.
Well, they are.
And I see you've made a beautiful salsa to go with it.
Well, I was waiting, had nothing to do. So cut up some juicy tomatoes,
Yes.
a little bit of parsley, some capsicum, of course, and the wonderful... Have a look at these.
Isn't that an unusual shaped red onion?
They are just fantastic and lovely flavour. A little bit of vinegar and some fantastic olive oil. That's it.
Well, my rub is as simple as this. It's got anchovy fillet in it. It's got capers.
Yes.
It's got garlic.
Yes.
It's got parsley.
It's got rhythm.
And I've also used the oil, Mickey, of the anchovies.
sorry.
So what I'm going to do, I've got some oil in the pan.
Look at that.
I reckon about 2.5 minutes either side. So
It's about 5 minutes cooking.
after the swordfish has browned, we turn it over and let those flavours of the rub sink into the fish. Then Michael spreads a little more on the top. So easy.
That's it.
That's it.
Done it.
It's as simple as that.
So with the salsa, that's all you need.
That's all you need. And there you have it. My simple recipe for grilled swordfish with anchovies, capers, garlic and parsley.
Buongiorno, Micheles. Well, I would have loved to have been there with you on that jetty, getting that fresh fish, and I would have loved to have tasted your grilled swordfish and anchovies. But what I can say is it would match perfectly with the Banrock Station 2015 Montepulciano. This wine has got lovely spicy characteristics that would pair beautifully with the swordfish, and the plum and raspberry characteristics and the soft vanilla and oak would match beautifully with the achugi, as we say. Enjoy. Cheers.
The island of Elba, because of its location and mineral wealth, appealed to the most important civilisations who, in an attempt to defend their territories over hundreds of years, built modern fortified outposts.
Sylvia, you've brought me up here to this wonderful old fort at Marciana Alta.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. When was that built?
First in 12th century and then in 500 AD they finished, let's say.
But tell me more about it. Who was trying to take over the land here? Who was trying to invade?
A lot of population, because Elba is a very interesting place in the Tyrrhenian Sea. So here we had Pisa Appiani's family that tried to keep this place for the strategic and military importance. So here you have water, you have fruits, a lot of animals, plants, so it's very rich. And you can see all the Italian coast over there, since the mountain in between Italy, so since the Apennini. You can see everything from here.
Now, this is the remains of a fort that's here, been here for hundreds and hundreds of years, but you've also got a mint.
Yeah, we have a mint.
Can you show me that?
Of course, you can follow me
All
and
right.
we go down.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. This beautiful mint was in origin a beautiful catacomb over there.
Is that right?
Yeah, it
Bodies.
was. I don't think so. But it was in origin a catacomb from Etruscan period, let's say, and then when they had here the Pisa and Piombino governor, they used this special place to strike and to store their coins.
Their coins, their very own coins for Elba.
Yeah. And the very important things that we here in Elba, they need a special coin for Elba Island, so they have their own mint in Piombino, the official one, let's say, and then here they need their coin.
Very local coin.
For their markets and commercial and so on.
So this was once full of coins.
Of course.
Coming up after the break, we visit the Italian equivalent of Alcatraz, Pianosa Prison. About 13 kilometres southwest of Elba Island is Pianosa Island, the fifth largest in the Tuscan archipelago. Its nickname is Alcatraz del Tolino, the Alcatraz of the Tyrrhenian Sea. For the last 100-odd years, it has housed many prisoners, and in the 80s was the impenetrable fortress where they sent convicted mafia. Roger, we're here on Pianosa, the island. The penitentiary's behind.
Yes,
I've been sentenced by the judge.
yes.
My last free moment at the front of the gate. What happens?
When you arrive in this place, this is the first gate you see. In this place, you are free.
Yes.
When you pass this gate, you are not free. In Italy, we think first judge was good.
Yes.
And first building you can see
in there.
when you arrive, when you pass this gate, is a church.
It's the church.
Because first judge
Is God.
is God, and second is human.
Can you imagine what the prisoner must have felt like never to come out again?
No.
It must be a terrible feeling. Originally, there were up to 5 prisons here, with the most infamous being Agrippa. During the night of July 20th in 1992, 55 mafia bosses incarcerated at Palermo Uccidoni prison, among them Michele Greco, were transferred by military transport aircraft to Pisa Airport and then to Pianosa by helicopter. Roger, behind us is what's known as Agrippa section of the prison.
Yes.
What went on inside? Tell us. It must have been a terrible feeling.
yes.
Finish up here, but
yes.
tell us what the
If
prisoner
you are
would
really, if you are really a bad guy, arrive in Pianosa and comes to Agrippa. In Agrippa, only the mafiosi, only the serial killer. In this kind of prison is a maximum security prison. In the room you can find only the bed, only the toilet, only a chair to sit.
And table.
Over this you can find nothing.
Sure.
You stay lonely in the room, lonely out of the room, and you can speak with no one. You stay into this
in the cell.
this kind of room 24 hours a day. Only 1 hour have you to see the sun.
Yes. Today, Pianosa is a very different place, with an experimental prisoner rehabilitation program that has no equivalent in the Italian prison system. Prisoners from the mainland who are serving time for various crimes, murder, drugs, robbery, can be sent here as partially free inmates to work on the island. Their jobs include everything from growing veggies, fixing dry stone walls, to serving in the cafeteria. Pianosa is now a sustainable tourist destination with limited boat tours daily.
Caterina, my friend Michael discovered the history of the island, the jail and the penitentiary, but there's a lot more to the island than that. What are the tourist attractions and what can people do here when they come to Pianosa?
Oh, this is really the last lost paradise for me. This is a beautiful island. Like this area, for example, this bay is called Ancient Roman Harbour. Was used from the ancient Roman, so you can find many different activities outdoor.
This was a safe anchorage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the ships used to come in, it was called the Port of Argo, I think you were saying to me. And also what's very important to the island, to protect the island and its environment, that the tourists are restricted only to 150 a day.
That's true, that's very important to preserve this area, you know, for the birds, wild seabirds that just here you can find.
So there's many components that make the island so special, Pianosa. The history, the people,
The peace.
We always forget about the peace and tranquility. Here
Yeah.
you just get lost in time.
Yeah.
And this island has a
Absolutely.
lot of time to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey, you okay?
Yeah,
Just
all right.
compose.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to deliver a line.
Yeah, right.
You've got to reply
Okay,
to it.
here we go.
Now,
What are you cooking?
I'm going to cook you fusilli in an anchovy lemon thyme butter.
You know that prison we saw,
Yes.
the big Agrippa building? I bet they wouldn't have had that
No, absolutely.
all those years ago.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put in our Spanish onions because we're going to do the sauce.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, do you need any oil in that at all?
Yes,
Or what?
I put in a little bit of
Little
oil
bit of
because
oil.
you know the most important thing, apart from the flavour,
Yes.
oil will stop the butter browning. Okay.
How much you like? Tell me.
Just keep going. That's roughly about a tablespoon.
Right.
Okay. So we'll let that sizzle, and we've got to let the onion cook.
Yep.
Well, I reckon, Mickey, we can put in the garlic.
Now that's finely sliced. Most
Yeah.
of it is, put it all in.
You know, people say,
Yeah.
why don't you crush your garlic? I reckon you lose
The
some of
aromatics.
the aromatics,
the
and some of the
volatile oils. You
Yep.
certainly do. There's no question about that.
All right, okay, we'll mix that well. Now we're going to put in the anchovies,
All right. What
and
would
I'm
you
going to
say?
use the oil
Quite-
as well.
Quite a few.
That should do it. You know why? Because they'll break up.
Bit of oil.
Yes, but use all those flavours,
Yep.
and they'll break up and disintegrate. We're going to add the lemon zest.
Lemon zest.
I reckon put that in now, and we'll let that sort of cook away until we get a lovely thick base sauce.
Oh,
And
let's
then-
smell that.
Oh, the
Isn't that so-
lemons are here. Okay, that should do it. We'll let that cook for a little while.
Look at this thyme.
Okay.
We went looking for thyme in a supermarketo.
Yeah.
And I found this beautiful thyme. You just gently roll it off.
And
This is- look at that. Look.
Yep.
And it's so easy to grow in your garden. It really is.
Well,
you
we've
grow
got-
it in a pot, put it in the garden, or sort of cascade over a rockery.
Oh, we'll let that go for a couple of minutes, let the sauce thicken up. We'll come back and then we'll put the pasta,
Right.
a little bit more lemon zest. And Mickey, there's you are. Okay?
There's you are.
There's you are, Michele. There's you are. Don't go away. After the break, we'll show you the finished recipe. Mickey, could you put in the fusilli, please?
These may put the fusilli
Yeah,
in.
the spiral pasta.
Look at that.
That's going to soak
Now,
up.
just say when.
That should do it, Mickey.
That's it? Fusilli?
Oh, look at that. And Michael, while I'm mixing it, can you put in some more thyme, please?
there. Let me
Yeah,
just
leave
try
the
it.
sprigs.
Well, they're very tender and they break down.
Oh, look at that. See how the spiral pasta
yeah, that's good, Michael.
is captured. See how it goes?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can catch that.
Yeah.
But see,
Oh,
it's gathering
yes.
all the sauce. That's
fusilli.
the fusilli. And that's the beauty of this pasta.
Yeah. I think you've done it again.
There we are.
Oh.
So there we are.
I reckon you have. What wine would you have with that? Just think, it would be the most beautiful wine ever.
And have a look at this. Fusilli with anchovy and lemon thyme. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our Elba programs. This island really is something else. We have certainly enjoyed bringing them to you.
Don't forget, you get both the recipes and the special offers from Banrock Station at outofthebluetv.com.au.
See you next time.
Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by Banrock Station and San Remo.